everyone, this is the Behind the Music show. My name is Eza. Welcome. Today on the show we have a man that I was told makes the best guitar talk. I was quite intrigued and I thought, okay, how does anyone do that? So we took off the time to make sure that we have him on the show. But before we get to talking to him to find out if it is really true, it's just a rumor, please don't forget to subscribe, to like, and to share. And in case you'd love us to say you'd like to know something about us or anything about the show or about this particular person, please comment in the comment section. We would love to hear from you. So let's get right into the interview. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. Your name is Pascal.
Yes, Pascal Mugambe. Stage names, The Bassman, as well as my social media handles. You can get me there. Hashtag The Bassman.
Which social media?
Facebook, hashtag The Bassman. Instagram, at The Bassman. Pascal Mugambe.
Pascal.
Yes.
Is that the right pronunciation of the name?
Yes, Pascal. Most people say Pascal, but it's supposed to be Pascal.
Pascal.
Yes, because it is a French name. When you say Pascal, you're trying to pronounce it in your local. Is it called the mother tongue? Yes, but it's supposed to be pronounced as Pascal.
Pascal.
Yes.
We live, we learn. Every day is a chance to learn something new. So I've learned the name is actually supposed to be Pascal. All along I've been getting it wrong. How have you been?
I'm good. I've been good.
So we here would like to know about you.
Yes.
Who is Pascal?
Pascal. Pascal is a bassist. Pascal is a Ugandan. And I've actually just celebrated my birthday a day ago on the 29th. Age? I'm 31 years old.
Okay.
Pascal stands for Easter. In Luganda, they say Pascha. So that is why my birthday is in the Easter season. It was shifted from Easter itself because of the change in dates. Yeah, so it is on the 29th, but I was actually born on Easter, Pascha. Yeah, Pascal grew up in Watoto since the age of 7, if I remember very well. And been in Watoto for about 15 years. I left after campus university studies. And I've been in music my whole life.
That is one of the Watoto homes?
Yes.
How did you get there?
How did I get there? One of my cousin brothers took us there, me and my young brother. Yes, he took us there.
Just like that, like you do. I'm getting it from here, we're going to the homes. There is no background story to that.
Background story. I don't know a lot about background story to that because I wasn't really of age when we joined Watoto. I think I was about 7 or 8 years old when I joined. Yes. So I didn't really get into much of what was the reason as to why we joined. Yes, but it was my cousin brother's idea for us to join Watoto.
Did that have any effect on your musical journey?
Yes, now that is when my musical journey actually started. When I joined Watoto as in primary 2, and I happened to be on choir 7. I was selected to be among the children that traveled on choir 7. So when I was on tour, we were singing and playing instruments as young children. So my uncle, they call them uncles, the different adults that take care of the children. My uncle, who was by then James Skinner, the son to Pastor Gary Skinner, realized that I actually loved music because I was humming all the time, I was playing things all the time, I was banging tables all the time. Whenever I'd find musical instruments, like I'd always get excited. So he realized that I had the talent within me. So when we came back from tour, that was around 2000, he requested the organization to have me part of the music classes. That is when I joined, and I started with the drums. So I'm officially a drummer, originally drummer. And then as time went on, I started playing guitar. That was in primary 4. I started with acoustic, and from the acoustic, I taught myself how to play bass. So I realized I love the bass more than any other instrument because it has the groove, it has the depth in the band, because it is the bass and the drums that are the groove machines in the band. So I realized that I loved this guitar so much. So I started playing bass. I taught myself bass. Yeah, and that's how my music journey started.
But the acoustics, that's when someone taught you?
Yes, someone taught me. There was a village boy around the Watoto villages, outskirts of the village. There was a guy called Kavuma. He's only taught me acoustic, but he taught me a few things. There were about 3 chords, for those of you who understand music, musical language. He taught me about 3 chords, then the rest I taught myself. So as time went on, I started watching tutorials, I started watching people play live. So I started copying what people used to do. And I transferred the knowledge on the bass.
How would you say that music has impacted your life as an individual?
It has taken me places that probably I wouldn't have been able to go to if I wasn't doing music. Yes, because actually the main reason as to why I traveled was because of music. I was singing, I was playing instruments, and then as time went on, I started joining bands. I met different people that probably I wouldn't have met if I wasn't doing music. I've gone to so many countries because of music. So it has really changed my life that I've met a lot of people in different places that probably I wouldn't have met if it wasn't for music.
What are some of the bands that you have worked with?
There are so many. Let me try to remember from the start. When I joined campus, actually in my senior 6 VAC, I started leaving villages on particular days to come and play with a band called okay, I don't remember the name, but the owner of the band was by then Dennis Kima. He's a pastor in he was a pastor in Watoto church, and he used to do the gospel gigs, the weddings. So I started playing bass and drums for him in his band. Then when I joined campus after my VAC, in a 6 VAC, I started playing for a band called Sifa Kelele. It was owned by a lady called Mary Sebunya. Yeah, but right now Sifa Kelele no longer exists. And then simultaneously, as also in a band called a Miziki Band. So I used to work for 2 bands at the same time. Miziki Band was founded and led by a gentleman called Walter Wandera. He's a guy in Mavuno Church, not Mavuno Church, in Worship Harvest, for those of you who go to Worship Harvest. So I used to work for 2 bands at the same time. So as time went on, I started dedicating most of my band time to Jemima Sanyu. I also worked for Jemima Sanyu. And then that is when we entered band competitions. They were called Nelgolas Band Standing competitions. After that, I joined Angela Kalule's band. It was called Kanji Band. It's no longer in existence as well. So I've progressed over time. So different people have been seeing me all over the place and calling me to work for them and with them. And that is how I joined bands and started playing for different artists. I've been with Michael Uma, most of those big gigs, Roast and Rhyme, Blankets and Wines, Swangs, All Star. I've been under Michael Uma. And I've also been working for Michael Uma when it comes to the corporate gigs like weddings, cocktail parties, birthday parties, things like that. Joseph Sachs, Jacinta UG, I've worked for all those people. But I also have a band apparently. It's called Jazz Roots. It is my own band. So when it's not busy, I work for these people. If I have my own gigs for my own band, then my band is at work.
What inspired the idea for you to start up your own band?
I inspired the idea. I've been in music and I've been around musical people, and I just realized that most of these guys have actually developed more when they have their own bands. So I was also motivated to form my own band and develop them more. Of course, the music itself has inspired me a lot because I love listening to music. So I had the desire to actually have my own group and do things the way I wanted them. So that is why I came up with the Jazz Roots, and we used to do midweek Funk Wednesdays at the Sky Lounge, Acacia Avenue. Yes, those are the weekly gigs. But for now, we do the corporate gigs when they're available. Yes.
We've seen awesome, very talented bands come,
Mm-hmm.
but then go. And the unfortunate bit is that most of them are usually short-lived.
Yes.
What causes that?
I think first and foremost, I would say it's about commitment. Most people are not committed. And what brings that is the different lifestyles we live. You find that someone is much more expectant than the other. Yeah? In terms of finances, in terms of provisions, that probably the band is able to provide a few things and the other bands cannot provide. So you find that someone comes with so much expectations that the band cannot meet. So they find themselves out after a short period of time. And that's how bands split. For example, you find that this band doesn't pay as much as the other band does. So people tend to look for greener pastures. Yeah, they join other bands because of good payment, and they leave this other band because of poor payment. Yes.
Would I be right to assume that maybe the band owners, the people that are behind the idea of forming the bands, don't really communicate their vision very well? Because usually when you do, even when people seem to see the other side is doing well, but they have the vision of this band, regardless of its shortcomings, most of them will stick around.
You would be right to assume, but then in this Uganda of ours, most people are looking for daily bread. So it still comes down to I have come to play to get paid. So when my wallet is not smiling, I'll look for something else to do, or I'll look for another band. Though still, there's bands that have lasted long. I won't mention the names, but there's bands that have lasted long because people take themselves to be as a family and they have the same vision. So you'd be right to assume. So, yes.
COVID-19 affected every one of us.
That's true.
Some people have actually gained a little more than others, but most people have been affected very negatively. And some of the groups that have been affected is the music industry.
Yes.
You guys had bands and you're playing here and there, so the bars are closed. You can't go to the places where you've been playing from.
Yes.
How did it affect you, first of all?
At first, I wasn't really doing so badly because I had some money on me. So when the president said, we are going to take about 2 to 3 weeks in lockdown, I wasn't really worried because I thought after that period of time, they're going to open up again. But then things became tight when the guy kept on increasing the period, extending the lockdown. So it so happened that I also started running out of running out of money to support myself, like everyone else, because no one was working and we didn't expect anything of that sort to happen. Yeah, but then it opened up my eyes to new things. Yes, I indulged and I took on trading more than I was actually doing before the pandemic and the lockdown. So yes, I've been doing trading and farming, support myself. Yes, it's been hard because you still need capital to do these things. But from the small savings and loans, I was able to do a few things that I started during the lockdown. Yes, because I innocent is Imala. Yes, but I've actually taken on trading on a serious note, and I've survived greatly because of that.
How about musically? What did you do different? What did you realize, or maybe because it really made so many of us sit down and think of what to do better. Like you really, I personally said when I evaluated myself and I decided maybe this will not work. Maybe let me try this. And so musically for you, how did that help you in a way?
The truth is, it did help me a lot because for this whole period of time when I was home, I never thought of doing enough practice on my guitar. I never thought of doing vocal training because I was already discouraged. Yeah, it showed me that, you know what, if the world decided to close down on such businesses as well, performing arts, bars and weddings and any other corporate functions, if the world decided to close down on these because of such situations as a pandemic, you need to do something else. Yeah, I was doing lots of other stuff, but I wasn't taking them seriously because I was dedicating most of my time to do music, to do rehearsals and stuff like that. So I didn't really do much on my music side, on the side of music, which is my career. I didn't do much because I was discouraged, and I was trying to think of ways of getting money somewhere else rather than music.
So it opened your eyes to other things that you can do besides music.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So who is your best bassist?
Worldwide.
If you say worldwide, we include Uganda, right?
Yes. I wouldn't want to use the word best, but there's people I look at. Internationally, there's guys like Victor Wooten, Frank Bide, Richard Bonner. These guys are very good. But of course, within my environment, there's people I associate with, people like Alan Okia, Loris Matovu, Al Shizo. Yes, these are basically my friends, my close friends that also play bass in the gig world around. Yeah, so I just pick a few things from them, and they also pick a few things from me. So it's basically getting to know each other better and making ourselves better. Yeah, through the different interactions. So I don't really have a best guy worldwide. Yeah, just appreciate the differences and I adopt the changes, things that I don't know, but I can actually, rehearse and play over time.
One time we hosted Al Shizo and he told us, he's the one who told us that you make the bass guitar talk. Would you say it is true? Do you agree with him? Or are you going to be modest and say, nah?
It is true that there are certain things I do that other people actually can't do, and I realize that I can actually sound what I am playing at the same time. Yeah, I was able to do this over time with lots of practice. Yeah, because it's quite hard. It's quite hard because you have to think about what you're playing, but at the same time, you're singing what you're playing. At the same time, you're actually holding the notes and playing the notes on this other side. So yes, I make the best talk.
That's being so confident, but I believe you. What do you think has made you get to that level of, I have a bass guitar, I taught myself, but more than just play, I can go overboard and someone else can recognize, it's like the bass guitar is talking.
I've given the instrument time. First of all, to become good at what you're doing, you need to have your own equipment. Yeah? For example, like Lewis Hamilton, I believe he has a fast car of his own. Yeah? From these cars he drives when he comes for the competitions. So it's something applies to us. If you're playing bass, you have to have your own bass guitar so that anytime, any day, anywhere, you can play, you can do rehearsal, because you need to become better by the day if you really want so many people to call you to work for them. So I've been able to do that because I have my own bass guitar. Most people know it. It was actually, I had. Right now I don't have, because I sold it. I'm getting something better, but it is the white and black Fender. I bought it. I got in contact with Albert Alchizo, and he connected me to his uncle in the UK. So he purchased it, and it was shipped to Uganda. So I believe when you get to a certain point whereby you feel like you're growing in skill, you also have to invest a lot in your equipment. You need to buy something that suits you, something that suits your skill. So I was able to do that because of that. I invested time and money. Yes.
So the major thing is for you to dedicate yourself.
Yes, dedicate yourself
to what you're doing.
Yes, and dedication also involves money, because everything needs money. You need money to buy everything that you use for whichever work you're doing. You need money to buy cameras. You need money to buy a TV if you're to become a good if you're working in mass media and communication, because you need to watch all the time. You need to invest in good things. Yes, so that is it.
You're ever emphasizing money, and it is true. We need money for everything.
Yes.
What advice did you give to someone that thinks that this money I have is little, and what I want to buy or what I want to do looks expensive? How can you help them get to a level where they can attain their dream, even with the little money they have?
Now, when it comes to okay, let's say to an instrument, you might have little money, but you actually have lots of time on you, because time also matters. You might find that someone is a good bassist, but even if you brought a fake bass guitar, they can actually play it. It's because they've taken time to master how machines work. They've taken time to get a good touch, yeah. And so I advise people to, if they really want to become good, to really practice and keep around people that they think actually better than them, so they pick a leaf, yeah, and then discover themselves, because we don't have the same touches. If I gave somebody who knows how to play bass, this very bass guitar, the same way I tune it here, they might actually fail to play or to produce a sound that I actually produce, because I've taken off good time and rehearsed and discovered how I can play better, yeah, with any quality of bass guitar, with any type of bass guitar. Yes, so dedication, yeah, to really practice with whatever is there and play it at your best.
Okay, so do you sing as well, or you just play the instruments?
I sing as well. Usually with bands I back up, but when I'm at home, I can sing. I can do the soloing, yeah, with the songs. Yes, so I sing as well.
What did you do first? Did you first discover that you can sing and then you played the instrument?
I first discovered that I could actually sing before the instrument, because when I was still young, I mean, I could not play the bass, but I had the voice because I was born with the voice. So I went out, I went on tour singing. When I came back, that's when I started playing the instruments.
Did you do that? What's the word? Did you do them together, or did you first put one on pause?
It was not intentional to first do the other and put the other on pause, because, like I said, when I joined Watoto, they realized that I could actually sing. So I went on tour, singing. Yes, as a Watoto kid, singing on choir. But after, when we came back from the tour, that is when I realized I could play the instruments. And as time went on, I could afford one. Yes. So I was born with a voice, but not with the instrument. So I sang before playing the instruments. Yes.
Okay, so are you going to sing for us?
Yes, I'm going to sing for you.
Is that a favorite song? Do I pick for you one?
It's a favorite song. A song that I've listened to over the years. A song that I've actually liked. I used to listen to it in my secondary a lot, because it is soul. I love soul, by the way. Yeah, I love soul music. So that is one of the songs that I loved most in my childhood.
What song is that?
It's by Marion. It's called You Should Make Me Love You.
It's a beautiful and classic.
Yes.
Are those songs that you listen to and you know you begin with that and you're like, but then there's this other one and this one. Then, yeah, so it's a beautiful song. Okay. So we're going to be listening from Pascal.
Yes, Pascal.
In just a few moments. And that has been the interview. Please, in case you want to know anything else about him, comment in the section. We will let him know in case you need to get into contact with him. Oh, before we do, if someone wanted to work with you, how can they get in touch with you?
They can get in touch with me okay, through Facebook. On Facebook, I'm Pascal Mugambe. Those are my real names. # The Bassman. Instagram, Mugkal. Mugkal is MUG, then hyphen CAL. Mugkal. I chose Mugkal because I wanted to cut short my names. Mug comes from Mugambe, and then Kal comes from Pascal. So it is Mugkal, and then @The Bassman. Yes. Then I also have, of course, phone numbers, my contacts. Yes, you can reach me on WhatsApp, 0791 06 55 16. And then you can also call on my Airtel, which is 0758 62 88 96. Or on my MTN, which is 0785 161 063. Call for business only. Yes.
You heard the man. If you're calling, you're going to have to call for business. Strictly
Yes,
business.
strictly business.
Thank you so much for your time.
Welcome.
We are honored to have hosted you.
Thank you.
Yes, that has been Pascal. Please, anything that you would want us to know about him, what you think about him, in the comment section, please comment. Thank you so much for being part of the show. Till next time, take care. We love you.
A song by Marion. It's called You Should Make Me Love You. I love the song because I used to listen to it in my secondary school. I love the song a lot because it is soul, and I just love the instrumentation especially. Yes, that's why I love the song. Please enjoy. I'm going to do it with my brother. She's on the keyboards. Hope you like his playing as well. He's good. He's good. He's very good. Give me the key of G. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Listen. Baby, I just don't get it. You did enjoy being hurt. I know you smell the perfume on the makeup on your shirt. You don't believe these stories, you know that they're all lies. Bad as you are, stick around. Don't know if I was your man, baby, you. What I do, I be coming home back to you every night, doing you right. Deserves good things, head for the ring. Baby, you a star, I just wanna show you how you should make me love you. Let me be the one to give you everything you want and need. Baby, good love and protection, make me your selection. Show you the way love's supposed to be. Baby, you should make me love you. Love you, love you, yeah. Listen, your true beauty description, you look so good, but it hurts. You a dime plus 99. Don't even know what you're worth. Everywhere you go, they stop and stare, 'cause you're bad and it shows. From your head to your toe, without any control. Baby, you know, baby, you. What I do, I be coming home back to you every night, doing you right. Deserves good things, head for the ring. Baby, you a star, I just wanna show you how you should make me love you. Let me be the one to give you everything you want and need. Baby, good love and protection, show you the way love's supposed to be. Baby, good love and protection, make me your selection. Show you the way love's supposed to be. Baby, you should make me love you. Love you. Yeah. Yeah.
Behind the music.